building dreams and achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your Real Talk with Judy host. You tune in to the only radio station that's here to remind you that you are your own hero. That's right, you are your own hero. And I want to thank you for once again giving me the opportunity to come and speak and guide and empower you with 1 hour of factual building information that I know will help you go to your next level and will also increase your faith. Everything you want to accomplish is possible because Philippians 4:13 says that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And so he is our strength. He is our joy. Not only that, he's our wisdom. He gives us knowledge and understanding. And so with him, we can do everything that we want to do. We really can. We got to seek him. And as we prepare and as we make the study and all of that, things are possible. We can make it happen. And this is a part of what I say ever since I've learned it, that you have to see it before you see it, or you never will see it. And that is the absolute truth. You have to envision it before you can see it, or you never will see it. And that's real talk. Again, I am Dr. Judy Mandrell, the host of this amazing show. And to all of you, thank you again for joining me. If you would, do me a favor, please. Whether you're on by radio, Facebook, live, YouTube, or the radio app, would you go ahead and share and tag and share and get other people on here? Today is going to be a very empowering show for you. It really is. It's going to help you reevaluate and to look at your vision and your plans up to this point. But so while you do that, if you will, go ahead and do that for me. Go ahead and tag and share it if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, or you're listening on the radio or sitting at your desk, however you're listening and however you can get the contact to share this. If you would do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And then I want to ask you all to pray for my mom. Pray for my mom. I thank you all for praying for her, but I want to ask y'all to do a special prayer for her today. She's not feeling that well today. So if you all would go ahead and pray for her. I know that, as a matter of fact, let me do this right now. Father, I thank you right now for my mother, and I lift her up before you because you are the God that healeth us. You're the God that gives strength, and you're the God that gives peace. And you can do what doctors can't do. You can go where medicine can't go. But God, I ask that you will be her strength. Touch her body, touch her mind, touch her spirit. But even now, just strengthen her. Give her strength. In the name of Jesus, in the mind, in the spirit, in the body. Touch Tanya and Kiara and the family. And God, I thank you. I thank you. And I thank you for all of those who are joining me in prayer right now. I thank you for each and every one of them who have joined me. And I give you praise, glory, and honor. And so thank y'all for joining me in prayer for my mom. Y'all absolutely know I am back in the studio today for the last maybe 3 weeks or so. I have recorded. Not recorded. I have done the show live in the den of my mom's, of the house that I grew up in as a child. And so, but today I'm back in the studio, glad to be back. And but just keep my mom and family in your prayers. Yeah, do that for us. And so, and I want to thank God, and I'm praying for everybody. It really is. Last night we had prayer at Kingdom Life with Pastor Olishawn. I don't know, so many people in there. I want to thank you all for coming to prayer. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all for being there. So many people, so many different pastors. I greatly appreciate that we are joining together, praying for our city. So much is going on, but that's not the show today. But so much is going on. But I did want to say thank you all so very much for your continued support and for everything that you're doing. Thank you. Thank you. And to my awesome, amazing husband, Superintendent Dr. Gerald Mandrell, absolutely love him. Thank God so very much for him. And I give praise for him, his wisdom, his kindness, but his support and encouragement and everything. And to my amazing production team, Missionary John Louis, and her amazing staff who help her. Thank you so very much. And again, to you, the audience that keeps me coming back, praying for you and making sure that I bring podcasts or shows that will be a blessing to you, that will help you move forward, that will catapult you into your next season. You matter to me. You matter to me. Your success matter to me. It matters to me whether or not you accomplish your goal, whether or not you reach the capacity that you're able to do. All of that matters to me. So today I'm charging the atmosphere with this topic. It's time to reevaluate your visions and plan. It's time to reevaluate your vision and plan. So let's go. An hour of excellence. We're going to get into this. And if you're taking notes, for those of you who will come back and listen to this, for those of you who are listening, I want you to know that it's time to reevaluate your plans. So, and it is a pleasure to discuss such an important topic with you today, reevaluating your vision and plan. It is crucial because it helps you stay on track, adapt to change, and ensure your goals. I would say quarterly. I know some people I've spoken with do it monthly. They look at their vision and their plan every month to do an evaluation on it because they want to make sure that they're staying in tune with the changes. And the way our world is going, you all, things are changing every day so fast. One day you can do it, the next day you can't. One day it's allowed, the next day it is not, or they're added more to it. So it is important that you evaluate your vision and your plan. It could very well be outdated. It could very well be outdated, or those things just don't work anymore. I know there's some things that, and I'm not going to get on this subject. I'm just going to talk about it for just a moment. Back in the old days when I grew up, man, they used to chastise you from the pulpit. They used to do everything from the pulpit. I'm not going to get into that discussion. I mean, everything. They rebuke, and I've learned better too. I grew up in the old school. So when you're used to doing something, there's some things you do. When you learn better, you do better, right? And so now it's not, we have learned better that there's some things that was done back in the old days, and we have to, and I know what open rebuke is, and it is openly rebuke you. It's not taking you in the back room and rebuking you, but there's a way that you openly do it, right? So those are things that we just don't do anymore. I've all my life, all 66 years of my life, I've had central air. So I'm not used to living in a place without air. My husband is, right? But time has changed, and I believe he liked this central air better than he did no air at all. So time has changed, and we must keep our vision and our plans current with the changes that is taking place if we are to be effective. And as I said earlier, I really do want you to make it. I want you to make it. I want you to be successful. I want you to accomplish your dreams. I do. Not jealous. Don't mind sharing. Had about 3 people Sunday after service that asked if I would mentor them. Absolutely. Why? Because everything I know, I want to give it to people, and not just the good part. There's some mistakes. There's some things that was not done right. I think that when you mentor, you're talking to people, you have to give people everything. You have to let them know that where you are now is not where you've always been, right? That you have made mistakes, you have fallen, you've got, we have to teach all of that. And so that's another reason of revisiting or reevaluating your vision, your plans. That's another reason for doing that, because it helps you stay current. I want to give you 5 reasons right quickly why you should evaluate your plan. And I've given you one already. The world is always changing. The world is always changing. Your life, career, and the world around you are in constant motion. It's in constant motion. What was true a year ago, yesterday, or whatever might not be true today. We have new technology emerge, market trends shift, and your personal circumstances evolving. Regularly evaluating your vision ensures your plans are aligned with the current reality, not a past one. Okay, so it is crucial that you reevaluate, because the world is ever changing. Everything is ever changing. I went to one of my banks to get a money order, and they no longer do money orders from business account. I thought that was ludicrous. Been doing it for 10 years, but they no longer do money orders on from your business account. So I went to my other bank. You understand what I'm saying? But there's always somebody who's going to do what you need. Number two, you are always changing. Just as the world changes, so do you. Your values, your priorities, and aspiration can shift over time. A current path that seemed perfect at 25 might no longer feel right at 35. I promise you, what I did at 55, it has changed since 66. So reevaluation provides a chance to check in with yourself and make sure your goals still resonate with who you are today and who you want to become. So you got to make sure that you still feel the same way you did when you first wrote the vision. You might not feel that way now. Priority, things have changed about you. You have gotten to know more about yourself. You have gotten to know more about people. And so things change. Number three, another reason why you should reevaluate your vision and your plan, it keeps you engaged and motivated. It keeps you engaged and motivated. When a vision or a plan becomes stale, it can be hard to stay motivated. A refresh can reignite your passion and provide a renewed sense of purpose. It allows you to celebrate your progress, learn from setbacks. Every person in the world who will be true to you will tell you that they had setbacks, many of them. I love talking with millionaires. I love talking with people who have made it. And making it. And because they would tell you this was hard. This was a setback. I tried this and it didn't work. And I went back and reevaluated. Then I added this and I subtracted this. Talk with real people. If you're talking with anybody who tell you that everything has been topsy turvy, I think that's what it's called. They're not telling you the truth. The truth is every single person have had setback. They've had disappointment. And guess what? Can I tell you something else? They're going to have some more. There's a whole lot more of them out there they're going to have. We haven't reached every setback. We haven't reached every disappointment. We haven't. There's some more. For every level we go up, everything, there's going to be some more. It's just life. It's just the way it is, right? So ain't no need in crying about it. You just got to know that it is. But as you revisit your vision and revisit your plan, it helps you stay on course. It helps you evaluate. It helps you look at things just to see exactly where you are. It prevents you from stagnating. Without regular check-in, you risk following a path that no longer serves you. You risk following a path that no longer serve you because you're comfortable. You've gotten used to doing it that way. but there you have to change. You have to make progress. You have to make accommodation. You might miss new opportunities or continue to pursue a goal that has become obsolete. You may miss new opportunities by just doing it the same old way. We come to a certain place, and then it's time for the next level. Okay, it is. It's time. Reevaluation is a proactive process that helps you avoid getting stuck and encourage you to seek out new, more effective ways to achieve your goals. That's what it does. It helps you to achieve, to seek out more effective ways to achieve your goal. Number five, it helps you learn and grow. When you reevaluating, when you're looking at your vision, and you should do this often. As I said, some people do it monthly, some people do it every other month. And I want to suggest to you, I mean, find what works for you, but make sure you do it at least quarterly, at least quarterly. But if you want to do it once a month, or you want to do it every other month, that is fine. Whatever works for you. The main point here is to make sure that you're taking time to update or reevaluate your vision and plan. It's time to reevaluate your vision and plan, and that's what the main point that I'm making here. The process of reevaluation is a powerful learning experience. It requires you to reflect on what has and hasn't worked, understand why, and apply those lessons to your future plans. And this continuous cycle of reflection and adjustment is essential for personal and professional growth. Okay, reevaluating isn't a sign of failure. Because you reevaluate, it doesn't mean that you fail. But if you don't reevaluate, it's going to lead you possibly to a place of failure. There's a possibility that if you're not reevaluating often, that it just may lead you to a place of failure or a place of stagnation, a place of not fulfilling your dream. Okay, it's a sign of wisdom and adaptability when you are reevaluating where you are. It's the difference between blindly following a map and having the courage to navigate your own path. And so we're talking about something that I believe is very important. And if you have that nagging feeling that the plan when being working so hard on just isn't right anymore, maybe it's a career path, a business strategy, or even a personal goal. It's that moment when you realize the destination you're headed for no longer feels like the right place to be. So we often think of a vision as a static, unchangeable thing. But the truth is, the world is always moving, and so are we. And we can't afford to be stagnated. Okay, so this is the definition of stagnation. Stagnation is the state of a vision or plan becoming fixed and unchangeable. Stagnation is the state of a vision or plan becoming fixed and unchangeable. Okay, we don't need stagnation. We don't need it in our vision, in our plan, in our life. We don't need that because it's a real risk that can lead to burnout and mediocrity. That's not what we want to be. We don't want to burn out in our vision. We don't want to become mediocre and living in mediocrity in our vision. So a static vision can cause you to miss out, and I keep saying this, on new opportunities. Fail to adapt to a changing world, and ultimately you're going to lose the passion for what you're doing. If you fail to change to a changing and evolving world, you're going to soon lose your passion. So reevaluating your vision is presented as a way to avoid this stagnation and commit to real, meaningful growth. So today, I'm going to walk you through a simple 3-step process to get you on track or to get you back on track track or to help you evaluate your vision and process. So the first thing you want to do in evaluating is the why. Why? Why? And so you're going to ask yourself why. You're going to give yourself permission to pivot. So you want to start with, I want to start with one of my favorite quotes from Michelangelo. He said, the greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. I like that from Michelangelo. He said, the greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we missed it, but that it is too low and we reach it. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that powerful? Sometimes we're so focused on achieving a goal that we don't stop to ask if it's the right goal. We're so focused on wanting to achieve a goal, but we don't take the time to stop to see if it's the right goal. Is it the right goal for my vision at this particular time? That's why you have to stop and write it. In the scripture, it said, write the vision and make it plain so that people who read it can run with it. And Bishop Stewart said so many years ago, so that people who read it can fund it. All right. So you want to make sure that the goal that you're putting in place, that you're looking at on your vision at this particular moment is the right goal for the vision. It might at that time, okay, at that time, because it can absolutely be the right goal, but it may not be the time for that particular piece. You understand? And so you got it. And as you're sitting evaluating and you write the goal, and as you're looking at it, you begin to see that this is not the goal for this time. It's a good goal, but it's just not for this time. So sometimes we're so focused on achieving a goal, and so as I stated, we don't stop to see if it's the right goal. Maybe we're outgrown it. Maybe we have outgrown it. That goal has become obsolete to the vision now. It was good at that particular point when we used it. It accomplished what it needed to accomplish. But now we need to not use that anymore because we've outgrown it. The place we are in the vision now has gone past it. Maybe the market has changed or we've developed new skills. The point is, sticking to a plan just because you made it is a recipe, again, for burnout and mediocrity. Reevaluation isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of maturity. Reevaluating is a sign of maturity. It's a sign of courage, a sign of commitment to real, meaningful growth. It's about giving yourself permission to pivot. And pivoting is, you see in basketball, and you see the person with the ball, and he or she is moving one foot and the other foot is still, but they are moving around with that one foot, turning around, looking. They are pivoting. They are finding the right place to release the ball. Yeah, that's it. They're finding the right place to release the ball. So as you're reevaluating, you're pivoting. You're finding the right place to release your goal, the right place to further evolve, and to build a vision that truly reflects who you are and where you want to go. Okay, to pivot. You're looking now. This is the beginning of it. So the how, a 3-step guide to realigning. So let's dive into the practical step. Think of this as your personal action plan. Step number 1, the vision audit. The vision audit. The vision audit. So first, you have to get honest with yourself. And unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people like being honest with themselves. You ask them from a score of 0 to 10, how well do you think you're performing? And a lot of people give themselves a 10. Maybe that's where you want to go. Maybe that's what you're striving for. But are you really doing a 10? Are you really? Or are you really at a 3? with a desire to make a 10. And it's okay to be at a 3. The important part is to be true to yourself as to where you are. To be true to yourself as to where you are. That's all. Hey, I'm a 3 and I'm working on this. This is your vision audit. This is your, and you won't be as successful as you possibly can if you're not honest with yourself. You have to be honest with you. You have to be honest with you. You have to be honest with you. And the writer Jonathan Swift once said, vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. You know what you see. I would listen to Steve Harvey, and he says some people may not agree with your dream or your vision or your plan. Some people may not celebrate with you. Some people may not even support you. He said it is okay. God did not give it to them. He gave it to you. And you can see some things about you and what God has said about your life that other people cannot. And so you have to be assured of what God has given to you, and you have to believe in yourself. Make yourself like yourself. Make yourself, cause yourself to increase in value. Cause yourself to become more creative. Cause yourself to learn. Cause yourself to be creative. Cause yourself to increase and believe in yourself and encourage yourself. David that's why I love the Bible. It's full of examples of everything that we're going through, but we also have to follow the steps that they've taken. David had to encourage himself. He came back from battle, went out there and fought the enemy, did all this stuff for them, came back. The men who went with him was angry because the whole city was burnt down. Listen, including David's family and his belonging. But they wanted to stone him, and he was just in battle with them. You understand? That's just like Jesus. I want to tell y'all, be careful how you put all your trust and your faith and stuff in people. People are fickle at the most. They will love you today, man. They're good with other people and switch on you so quickly before you even change your clothes. All right. So Jesus had that to happen to him. We're no better. David, people wanted to give him, but this is what I'm saying. Your vision is what you see. Everybody's not going to see that. Everybody's not going to think that you're qualified. Everybody's not going to think that when I say everybody, those that you talk to and those that you don't. Some people are not going to do that. But the most important thing, you have to see it yourself. It's invisible to other people. You make it visible. Your job is to make your own invisible truth visible. It's your job to make your own invisible truth visible. First, revisit your core. Pull up your old business plan, your personal goal list, or whatever you had written down. Look at it. Ask yourself, does this still get me excited? My sisters and brothers, if it does not excite you, it is not going to excite anyone else. If it doesn't excite you, it's not going to excite anyone else. When God created the world, what did he say? As he created different things, different aspects of his vision. He didn't create it all at once, but as he created different aspects, what did he do? He looked at it and he said, that's good. He was excited about what he was creating, what he was about to release on this earth. We have to have that same excitement about ourselves. I look at Facebook sometimes and people say, it makes sense. People like their own stuff. Why not? Why not? Like your stuff. You put it on there, like it. When I put my stuff on there, I put a heart because I love what I write. I do. I take my time and write. I love the flyers that I post. I love the quotes that I write on there, that I write for me personally or that I quote and others. I do. And I put a heart. You don't let people tell you what you cannot do. You don't do that. If you like it, like it. You don't like your stuff, that's you. Yeah, but you, my sisters and brothers, let your stuff get you. If it does not get you excited, if it does not feel like your own, if it is not still relevant, get rid of it. Don't put that back in your vision plan. Okay. So as you're looking at it, look at it and see how you can revamp that piece. That's all. Just see how you can revamp it. So sometimes you don't have to throw it away. Um, Sometimes you might have to sharpen it, or you might have to put it aside because it won't fit into this particular chapter. It may fit into another chapter. That was like when I was writing my book. There was something that I wrote for one chapter, but it wasn't for that chapter. It was for another chapter. And sometimes with our vision and goal, it is not for that particular moment. It is for another moment. Okay. So you're not trying to be judgmental. You're being observed. You're an observer. Look at you. Look at your work. Look at the core of your business plan or your vision plan, or as I stated, whatever you're written on. Just look at it and see, is it still relevant? Does it still make you say, wow, that's good? Does it? Number 2, conduct a quick SWOT, SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. That's a simple exercise where you list your internal strength and weaknesses and the external opportunities and threats. In other words, what are you good at now that you weren't before? What are you good at this moment in your vision or on your plan that you weren't good at before? What are you good at? What new challenges have popped up in your life or your business? That's your weaknesses, or on the SWOT, that W stand for weaknesses. So what have popped up in your life or industry? What changes? Getting this on paper can be incredibly clarifying. Write it on paper. And may I strongly suggest again that this doesn't mean failure. You're really creating the best you possible, and you're putting forth the best plan possible. Third, ask the hard question. Ask the hard questions. Okay, these are some hard questions. Beyond just listening things, I want you to dig deeper. I want you to dig deeper with questions like, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? What am I holding on to that no longer serves me? What risks am I avoiding that could lead to new opportunity? What are you scared to try? What risk are you avoiding that could possibly lead to new opportunity? What new skill or passion has emerged that you're not currently utilizing? What have you developed new? What have you gained? What new knowledge? What new strength? And answering these honestly will provide the foundation for your new path. But you got to answer these questions honestly. To thy own self be true. You don't have to try to fake like you this and this for nobody. No one. No one. Be who you are. Be who you are. Man, everybody got flaws. I'm like, people be crying. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws. Everyone. Step 2, the reality check. Okay, you've done your audit. Now it's time to check your assumptions. John F. Kennedy famously said, change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. He said, change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. You can't build a new vision by looking in the rearview mirror. You can't. I have learned, this is what I have learned over the years. You need data. You need data, or data, however you all want to say it. You need data. not just feeling, but you need data, data, data. You need it. You need data. Talk to people. Ask for feedback. If you're a business owner, talk to your customers, talk to your clients, talk to your patient. If you're an individual, ask somebody you trust. Ask a trusted friend or a mentor for an honest perspective of you, of what you do. And don't fall out if they tell you something that you disagree with. Don't fall out if that happens. Okay, what are they seeing? What are they seeing? What do they think you're really great at? Ask others. What do they really think you're great at? What do they think you're missing? What do they think you're missing? Ask that. Those are some hard questions. But if we're gonna do this thing for real, we got to ask real honest questions. Run a simple market test. If your vision involves a new product or service, create a simple landing page or social media post to gauge interest. See if people actually respond or click. This is a low effort way to get real world data. Okay? Do a little survey online. Do a little survey. Identify the gaps. Compare what you thought was true in your original vision with the hard data you just gathered. Where are the disconnects? This is where your new opportunity lies. Visualize the change. Visualize the change. Imagine what your day-to-day life or work would look like with the changes you're considering. Does it feel more energizing? More aligned with your goals? Don't just think about the big picture, but visualize the small, practical steps and how they feel. How they feel. Third, the revision. This is the fun part, making a new roadmap. Because after there are going to be some new, as you reevaluating, there are going to be some new that will help you have a better, more efficient vision and plan for this level. Okay, it's not going to be the whole thing. You write the whole thing, and then you come back and you do it. Even in building a house, I was watching them build a house. My next in my neighborhood, in my cul-de-sac, and they cleaned up the ground, they poured stuff, they nailed stuff, they put things in. They was out there measuring, they was doing this, but they didn't just go and the whole house was up. No, they put things in place bit by bit, and they had an architectural structure. They had a floor plan of what goes where, and you go back and you look and you add or you subtract. Or once they got that in, you add and you subtract and you make your plans are nothing. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. Okay, you got the plan, man. You got the plan, my sister. The value isn't in the finished document. It's in the process you're doing right now. This is the value, the process. Reevaluating, reimagining, putting all this stuff in place. That's what it's all about. And so then as you do that, you adjust your vision and goal. Use everything you've learned to create a revised vision that is more aligned with your current reality. Use everything you've learned to create a revised vision that is more aligned with your current reality. Then translate that into new, specific, and measurable goals. Translate that into new and specific, measurable goals. For instance, if your old goal was to start a business, your new goal might be to launch a podcast and build an audience of 5,000 listeners in the next year. Okay, so that might your old goal could have been to start a business. Your new goal might be to launch a podcast and build an audience of 5,000 listeners by next year. Break it down. Break it down. So now create a new roadmap with small, actionable steps. Break that big goal down into monthly or weekly tasks. This makes it feels achievable and give you a clear path forward. But when you try to do everything in big and you're not paying attention to your little, celebrate every little step. Celebrate every little step. Celebrate every little step. You know? So if you just made one step, celebrate it. Okay. Build a minimal viable plan. Build a minimal viable plan. Don't try to plan everything out for the next 5 years. Focus on the next 90 days. And if you're really struggling, focus on the next day. Okay, give yourself room to achieve. And if some people say, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds, you can't even do anything with the 5. So start with 5 pounds. 10, 15, 20. And that's how you do it, my sisters and brothers. You make it go like that. What are the key milestones you can hit in the short term to validate your new vision? This approach keeps you agile and prevents you from getting bogged down in perfect details. Celebrate your small wins. Celebrate your small win. Make your small win good. Celebrate them. Celebrate them. Be happy for your small wins. Be happy for walking a mile. Be happy for walking a mile. And then when you get up to 2, be happy for walking 2. Then be happy for walking 3. My friend Annette, I can't walk with that girl. She walked fast. She leave me. So I walk by myself. You understand? Sometimes you just got to take a walk by yourself. So what is the one teeny simple step you can take today? What's the one simple step you can take today? And maybe it's sending someone an email, making one phone call, or spending 15 minutes on work on research about your business. And this small step builds momentum and make the entire journey feel less intimidating. Can't you in bed? Can't you see that? Can't you see that? Just small, teeny steps, just small steps to get you going, to energize you, to rebuild your motivation and your inspiration, to get you going again, to get you started. Write the vision. Put small things around on your mirror, in your car, by your bed, or in a book that you pick up all the time, or a computer that you're on. Give yourself some small goals. And as you accomplish them, celebrate it. But go back and look and see, okay, so I had this goal, and don't just keep doing the same one step or walking the same 1 mile. No, keep walking faster and more. And make the entire journey, like I said, feel less intimidating. You can do this. Look at your vision. Make your vision, revisit it, recalculate it. Just look at it and be honest. Give yourself about 90 minutes, 2 hours. Give yourself time to evaluate, to look at it, to take out what's not needed, to see what you need to do. Make sure you do that. Right where you're going, right where you want to go, right what you want to achieve. Write it out. Write it out. He said, write the vision. Make it plain. You might have to keep writing it. Write it in its simplest form so everybody can understand it. You want the educated, the uneducated, the rich, the poor. You want people who are going to be a part of your vision to read it, to see how it make them feel. Let prospective clients read it and see if they're excited about it. Let people read it, and then take the constructive feedback that they give to you. Take it, and then build on it and make it better, increase it. Increase it. Okay. Part 3, the call to action. And my conclusion, the call to action. So you've done the work. You've ordered your vision. You check your reality and revise the roadmap. This process isn't about perfection. It's about courage. It's about courage. The courage to admit that the person you were yesterday might have had a different dream than the person you are today. So reevaluate it. Reevaluate it. The person you were yesterday maybe just wanted 3 swings on the pole, but the person today may want seven swings on the pole. Reevaluation is a gift. It is a gift. It's a chance to share what no longer serves you and realign with your deepest purpose. It's a time to get rid of that. I hope you look at that. Reevaluation is a gift. The path ahead might feel uncertain, but this is where the true adventure begin. This is where the true adventure began. Don't let the fear of 1,000 miles keep you from taking the first step. Don't let the fear of you reevaluating your vision and your plan, and now you had to add something different. It looks scary. How am I going to do that? What if they don't support me? What if this don't happen? Don't let that make you afraid to do it. Take the first step in your reevaluation that you'll come up with. Take that step and make it happen. Take that step and make it happen. That single step, no matter how small, is a declaration to the universe that you're ready to create a life that truly fits your soul. You're ready to do that. And you're saying to yourself, self, we are going to do this. You have to do this. I look at the prayer that's going on in Tallahassee. We're in our 3rd year. December will be year number 4. But I went back, and as I was looking back through some pictures, in 2015, when Andrew Gillum was mayor, we had a city-wide prayer then. We had a city-wide prayer then. And we did a 6 a.m. prayer. We did a 6 a.m. prayer. And when the Lord dropped that in my spirit and I shared it with those who have been participating, different ones said, oh, I don't think you should do 6 a.m. It's not going to work. But that's what God placed in my spirit. I could have listened to those who had no vision, where the vision that God had given was invisible. But do you not know over 300 people showed up? Rocky Hanna brought a whole bunch of donuts. The police chief came, the mayor came, so many different pastors was out there. People was there from all over this city, black, white, right there on the corner of Magnolia and Orange Avenue. A lot of the different police officers was out there. The city put up a street light. They had a street light, those bright lights. They had that bright light out there, so it looked like it was daytime. And y'all, people showed up. We had people that show up in their pajamas. They came. But what if I would have stopped? What if I just would have said, well, so-and-so ain't supporting her, so-and-so don't see it? No, I don't have so-and-sos. I'm telling you, because sometimes they see it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they support, sometimes they don't. I have a core group. Hear me what I'm telling you. That has been 100% consistent in my life for over 30 years. I have a few new ones. Cynthia Barber is a big mentor of mine. Anita Favor, some more. But y'all, Diane William Cox, there are some out there. Apostle Otis John ain't never changed, always the same, with me. And so just some people that I use that I will use to bounce things out. I'm not changing or wishy-washy, but these people have been consistent. I talk to others just to see. You understand what I'm saying? But just make it work. So that was 2015. Then I come back. The Lord bring us back just 3 years in 2022, and we start 2023, and we start this prayer again, going from church to church, the Monday after the first Sunday. And do you not know people are showing up from everywhere? Last night, one of the sisters, I think she goes to, I don't know if she's at Cologne United Methodist Church or St. Peter's, somewhere out there. But her mom passed Saturday. But you know what she was last night in that prayer? She was in that prayer. She has committed to being there on Mondays, on the Mondays after the first Sunday. There, right there, praying. People who have been consistent in that prayer. Some couldn't make it because they were at work in different places, but God has blessed. Am I going to stop? No. And I want to help you. Sometimes when you continue to do, and some people don't even recognize this, that when you're in the front seat or you're driving and all of that, sometimes you get hit first. That's why some things happen to pastors first. Some real pastors at their church, because they got to take the buck. When you're doing what God has called you to do, the devil will, honey, he will come at you. He's going to come at you because he wants you to stop. But don't you stop. The vision is real. Your promise is going to live. Yeah, the Shulamite woman said, "It shall be." That when she first, her son first died. It shall be. But the closer she got to the man of God, she said, "It will be." And I want y'all to understand, your faith got to go from shall be to will be. It has to go from it is. Do y'all understand me? That's how it has to work. And you have the power to do this. You have the power. Look at that vision. And I want to say at this point, if you have not written a vision, you do not have a plan, go to the Dollar Tree, go somewhere, go on your iPad or your computer, get your note section, and write what you see, write the vision. And don't you don't have to make it literal because you feel intimidated by this, and you know what, there's a whole bunch of things going on. You know how many TV stations there are in the world? Do you think people just gonna stop? You know how many TV shows there's almost just the light? You don't think the people are gonna stop? No, different people like different things. I tell people all the time, there's 199,000, over 200,000 people in Tallahassee. And out of that, only 10% or 20% go to church, 10% go to church. Ain't no need of fighting and over folks. There are thousands of people in Tallahassee who goes to nobody church. You want the same people? Go get some new folks. Yeah, they're out there. You want a birthday party? Invite some of them who won't go to nobody's birthday party. That's what Jesus did. He invited people to come. They didn't show up. He told them, listen, go out there in the hedges and the highway and get them people and tell them to come to my party. Excuse me. And you know what they did? They came. It was full. I'm here crying because this. No, don't do that. So what is your teeny action? What are you going to do? The one thing you can do right now. Excuse me. The one thing you can do right now. The one thing you can do right now to honor your new vision. Maybe to be a single email to somebody. A quick search. Or just jotting down a new goal. Do that one thing. Do that one thing. Stop waiting for clarity and start creating it now. Your future self going to say, girl, thank you. I've been waiting to get out of that. Thank you. You're going to say, man, thank you. You've been playing the same thing over and over. Thank you. You know what I like about the Sander boys and their dad? They make good sense. So they played around with Shadura. Excuse me. And why that's happening, I want to tell you, be careful. They are not allowing COVID vaccination, shots here in Florida at all. I was told by some pharmacists and stuff that the COVID cases are back, pneumonia cases are back. They are not allowing for the childhood. You don't have to do the childhood shots anymore because they say everything is under control. I guess they ain't smart to understand that the reason why everything under control because we are having the shots. Parents, you use wisdom. You use wisdom. You don't mind your children getting the measles and the mumps and all that stuff coming back. You ain't got to do the shots. But if you're concerned about it, really, really talk to your healthcare professional about that. All right. So as I bring this to a close, and I did that because my sinus, this right here is my sinus. I don't have COVID. This is my sinuses. I keep COVID tests. I do. I sure do. Anyway, do that one thing. Stop waiting for clarity and start creating. Your future self, as I said, is going to thank you. Your future self going to clap for you. They're going to say, girl, thank you. Man, thank you. I hope this show, this episode, has given you the clarity and the courage to reevaluate your own step. Find out what you're gonna do. So until next time, keep dreaming and keep growing, man. My sister, reevaluate it. I hope you took notes. I'm gonna go back and write notes on my page because I can't type and I can't take notes and do it at the same time. But I hope that you go back and do this. I really do. I hope you go back, take that vision out, and I'm getting ready to do some stuff, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and because I want to see you make it. I want to see your dream come alive. I want to see your vision go to the next level. I really do, and you can do that. And I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to give you guidance and direction. I really am, the best of my ability. I've accomplished a lot in life, which means I've made a lot of mistakes, wrong turns, and all that kind of stuff. And it ain't over. It ain't over for you either. You're gonna make some more, so you better get that in your mind. But in whatever you do, keep that vision reevaluated. All right, keep it in the reevaluation mode. Hey, I want you to join me tonight. Every Tuesday night, I want you to join me for a Bible study. Our prayer points is by Elder Antonio Witherspoon, and let me tell you, for over 160 something Tuesdays, he has been giving us prayer points. Come join us. And Dr. Mandrell will be teaching. Come join us. And I just smile when pastors say, man, I just love hearing you sitting at your feet. He's a teacher. He's not a hooper. He's a teacher. He can take that Bible and I ain't got nothing wrong with hooper. I like everybody who can preach that Bible and teach it effectively. So come join us every Tuesday, and then join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. Join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m. Also, Sister John Lewis has changed her book release from the 14th to the 27th, to September 27th at 2 p.m. And you can get more information from her. Go to her Facebook page, contact her, and go to a book signing. It shall be well. All right. I think that's all that I have to say. I want you all. Oh, yep. My son's 15th pastoral anniversary for Pastor Roosevelt Rogers, and I will be his morning speaker on September the 21st at his church, Old Jerusalem, there in Havana, Florida. Thank God for him. I was with Pastor Courtney and Ernest Fitzhugh Sunday. And then on September 27th, I will be in Havana, Quincy at 11 a.m. with Pastor Marilyn Bond. So y'all just thank God. Y'all be prayerful. Listen, get my book. My book will help you. That book is good. I'm in the process. I had a young lady to design me some notebooks. She designed some notebooks, and so they will be up for order in just a little bit on my Amazon page. And it's just good. I just love what God is doing. And my prayer is that you will reevaluate your vision and your plan and take it to the next level. You're not, if you're on page 5, you're not going to go to page 100. Go through the process, make it happen, and know that your future self is going to tell you thank you. That's real talk.
Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.